to start off with the Pond's Rejuvenous moisturizer. I have been using just the regular moisturizing cream. It comes in the little blue container, but I saw this at Walgreens the other night and I was like, oh, age defying. That's what I need now that I am pushing 40. So I'm gonna rub this in. I like the way it smells and it is extremely hydrating. I am going to put on top of that the Clinique Moisture Surge. It is a 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. This has a bit of like a jelly texture to it. Now that I have moisturized, I'm going to go in with the Radiantly Primed by Believe. I got this at Dollar General and it is a phenomenal primer if you are looking for something to give you a very healthy glow underneath your foundation. As for how well it is for keeping your foundation on your face and making sure that your foundation stays all day, I don't really know how well it does for that, but it is a very luminous primer, as you can see, and it really does look phenomenal underneath my foundation. And you see the lights just reflecting off of my skin. After my primer, I am going to use this new foundation I got in. It is Elizabeth Arden Privage, I guess is how you would say that. This is the anti-aging foundation and it is in the shade 7. And it comes in just like a little plastic bottle and it's got the pump. It is quite a liquidy foundation. And I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush to put this in my skin. Okay, for concealer, I am going to use the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Light Beige. I'm not going for a complete full coverage look today, so I know I've got some blemishes that are not completely covered up because that foundation is not a full coverage foundation. I'm sure it could be built to be more full coverage or to have more coverage, but I'm just doing kind of like a simple makeup look today. And I am going to use the beauty sponge from Urban Decay again to just kind of press that concealer all into these wrinkles that I have. And to set my under eyes and everywhere that I put my concealer, I'm going to use the Fit Me by Maybelline Matte Poreless Powder in 100 Translucent. And I actually use this brush, the one that I use for my foundation, to just kind of pat that under my eyes. Okay, and then to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Fit Me powder, same thing, but it's just in the shade 235 Pure Beige. I'm just gonna run this over the other areas of my face. For bronzer, I am using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Sunset Striptease. And I'm going to use this Flawless Face Brush by Bare Minerals, I believe, yes. And I'm just gonna put that in the kind of hollows of my cheeks. And then for blush, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me blush in, what shade is this? Peach. I thought there was, I guess number 40 is what it says, I think. And I love this blush. Like, it's got some luminosity to it. So, I mean, if you combine this with a highlighter, it's like whoa. I mean, it really does look pretty. So I may have gone a little heavy right there. Now that I'm looking, yeah, I did. We'll tone that down. Now we are going to move on to the eyebrows. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Okay, brows are done. That was quick, I think. I think that was like the quickest I've ever done my eyebrows. Now on to eyeshadow. Nothing super elaborate. I am using this UCANBE Luxury Gathering palette. It is so gorgeous, and I love the quality of these eyeshadows. So here they are. I mean, you've got like an insane amount of colors. So with a fluffy brush, I'm going to use this little fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going into this shade right there, and that's going to be my transition shade. Okay, next I'm going to deepen that up just a little bit by going in with this shade, which actually looks a lot similar, but I think it's just like a little bit deeper than what that the previous shade. And it's got a little bit more of an orange undertone to it, and I'm just gonna go in the crease with that same brush that I just used. Just kind of deepen it in just a tad bit. I think this palette would be so beautiful for like a wedding makeup look. I wish I would have had it for my wedding actually, because the colors in it are so beautiful and neutral, and there are some gorgeous, gorgeous shimmers in there that are so pretty on. I think I didn't blend that very well. But my next shade that I am going with, this shade right here, and I'm going to put that all over my lid, and I'm going to blend that into the rest of the colors that are above that. And I'm just using this, it's actually like a paintbrush. It is the Master's Touch 425 Oval Mop, and I'm going to put the color on with that. Just kind of blend it up into those other colors. And I'm also going to take that same shade and run it underneath the lash line. I am then going to I'm taking this fluffy brush. It has no brand name on it. I don't even know where it came from, how I got it, nothing. But it is a lot like my transition, the brush that I use with my transition shade, but you can see it's a lot fluffier and it's not quite as pointed in the top. So I'm just going to use this one to kind of blend everything out on the outside. I am going to put a little bit of shimmer on my lid, and I'm going to use this light kind of, I would call this like a silver fox color to me, and I'm going to use my finger actually just to kind of dip into that color. And so here it is, and I'm just going to kind of tap that on the center part of my lid. Okay, and then using this flat brush that I used for that lid color, I'm just gonna kind of blend it into the shimmer all around it. Super simple, like everyday eye look, I would say. And like I said, this palette is just absolutely phenomenal. Like, I absolutely love it. I'm gonna use this new mascara I got from Wet n Wild. It's called Mega Length, and it is in the shade Very Black. It's got a super skinny wand. Do you see that? And so that is absolutely, oh, I should have set my makeup. Crap. Oh well, we'll be okay. I'll just put a little bit and then I'll set and then I'll come back. We're just gonna stop right here and we're gonna set our makeup. I'm going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter, which is where I got this sponge with. Shake this up and we're just gonna set real quick. No, we're not. I forgot highlighter. You don't have to have highlighter. To me, with that blush, I mean, you see there is a very slight shimmer. Plus, I put that Believe illuminating primer underneath my foundation, but I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Rose Gold, and I love this stuff. It is so pretty. Down the center of my nose, and a little more right here. I think I'm glowed up enough. All right, so now to the setting spray. Yes, I'm using the bath schedule that I have created for my children because it is a struggle every night. Who's first to take a bath? Nobody wants to be first. So I made a schedule. And does it work? Yeah, because guess what? It's in black and white, well, colorful writing, and they can't argue. Do they still argue? Yes. But I was first last night. And of course you have those exceptions where, like, you know, one of them wants to be first or goes first because the other one is still doing homework or the other one's doing something else and can't, you know, take a shower or a bath at that time. So, you know, they'll be like, well, I'll go first. Well, then come the next day. Oh, heaven forbid. Well, I went first last night. Well, that was your choice. So now what? The struggle is real for bath time. I mean, yeah, please let me know if any of you all have found a really good solution for having children take baths without making a huge deal about it. I mean, I'm just like, it's a bath or a shower. It doesn't take that long, you know? I mean, when I bathe my kids, occasionally I will be like, okay, look, I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna bathe you, we're gonna be in and out, that's a wrap. And it does, it takes like 3 minutes. But you would think that I had asked them to go, you know, solve a calculus math problem or something crazy, excruciating. Go write a 25-page dissertation. No, I just need you to go take a bath. But they do. They get so dramatic. That's the word. Dramatic when it comes to bath time. So yeah, let me know if y'all have any tips and tricks for that. Now for lips, I am going to use this Jordana lip pencil in Toast. It is my absolute favorite lip pencil, but my other absolute favorite is the Rimmel Tiramisu, and I'm just gonna line my lips. I actually did not wipe off that lip gloss that I put on earlier because it's pretty much soaked into my lips. Okay, and then for gloss, I am using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. Yeah, Madeline, I think it is. So, here we are, guys. We've got our, and just, yeah, why did I take my hair down? I don't know. To show you all my gray hair. Look at that. Crazy. I'm getting old. So this is a quick base, I say quick, it is relatively quick, but just a basic everyday makeup look that I think is relatively easy to do. And I hope that you learned something, got an idea about some new products that maybe you would like to use that you didn't know about before. Like I said, that That eyeshadow palette is to die for. Like, I feel like I don't need another eyeshadow palette as far as neutrals go. Like, it's amazing.